Hi everyone, today I'm here to bring you a full body bar workout using some light ankle weights. This workout was suggested by one of our community members and I'm super excited to bring it to you today. We'll be working our body from head to toe, starting with the arms, warming up our body, and then getting into the legs, the glutes, and the outer hips. This workout is sure to bring a big burn and a lot of calorie expenditure. As always during this workout, please feel free to modify and adjust the workout as necessary to suit your body. If you don't have ankle weights accessible, you can do this workout without the weights. During portions of the workout where we are on the floor, you can also substitute the ankle weights with regular light weights. The weights I'm using today are bala bands. They weigh 1 pound each. Don't be surprised with just 1 pound what a burn you will achieve. As far as other equipment goes, today we will be using a mat, a steady surface such as a chair or a countertop, and some light handheld weights anywhere from 1 to 3 pounds. The weights I'm using today are 2 pounds each. When you're ready, let's gather that equipment and get started. Alright guys, so let's start standing at the center of our mat, feet right underneath the hips, soft bend in the knees, roll those shoulders up, back, and down, settle in for a great workout. Here we go. Inhale the arms up, exhale the arms out. Bend the knees, inhale up, exhale out. Nice, 2 more to go. Last time, big breaths. Put one hand on top of another. Let's drive those knees up, up. Good. Warming up that body. Brace through the core. Nice big arm movement. You've got 8 more here. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Separate the hands. Keep going. Pull the elbows past the ribs now. Pull, pull. As you pull the elbows back, you're leaning the torso back a little bit and pressing the pelvis forward to open up those hip flexors. Stay here with those knees or at a little low kick front. Push, push. Good. 8, 7, 6. We start from the top in 4, 3, 2. One hand on top of another. Drive those knees. Nice. Good. 8, 6. Separate those hands. Pull those elbows. Knee, knee. Lean it back. Add that kick. Good. 8 more from here. 4, 3. One more round through. Knee, knee. 4, 3, 2. Pull those elbows. 4, 3, 2. Add the kick. Low. Push out through that heel. 4, 3. Take those feet wide. We sweep right, left. Rotate through that waist. Get low in the legs. Heart rate should be lifting. Nice, 4 more. 3. Take those feet ultra wide now. We're gonna reach down to the floor. Left, right. Nice big arms. Good. 8, 6. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center. Hang the upper body forward. Shift the hips a little right and left, opening up the hamstrings. I have my weights in front of me. I'm going to grab them, soften the knees, carefully roll the spine up, and turn my heels in, my toes out. We are ready for that workout. When you're ready, bring those arms down in front of you. Bend the knees a lot. Press the thigh bones back, and then we lift the arms and lower the arms up and down. Settle in. Nice. 4, 3, really squeeze those weights. 2, Last one, stay low in the legs, bend and stretch the arms forward. So it's a tiny little bend of the elbows, and then a big reach and squeeze of the upper arms. Nice, 4, 3, back to that lower and lift. Down, up. We're gonna be here for a while, so take your time. Throughout this workout, feel free to grab water whenever you need, take breaks whenever you need, listen to your body. Good, 4, 3, 2, steady through the legs, bend, reach the arms, little bend, big stretch. Beautiful. Get a little deeper. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more set. Down, up. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Steady with those legs. Bend, stretch. 4, 3, 2. Now listen, turn the palms down and up. Add that leg movement back in. You're rotating through that shoulder. Good, like a little circle or like a steering wheel you're drawing in the air in front of you. Nice. 8, 7, 6. We're gonna end with our palms up at the end here. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1, good. Pull the elbows in and stretch. Let's lift our right heel up and hold it up as we move. You've got 4, 3, 2, last 1. Pull those arms forward, bicep curl, add the legs. That same heel is still lifted. You got it. 4, 3, 2. Hold those elbows bent at 90 degrees. Fingertips pointing up to the sky. Little lifts up, up. Nice open chest. Lower. Nice. 4, 3, 2. Open those arms wide and close. I'm adding a heel lift. Down and up with that heel. Open and close with the arms. Good. 4, 3, 2. Pull those arms wide, let the heel drop. Lift and lower the arms overhead. Maybe take a moment to shake out the legs before we move to the other side. Sink back down when you're ready. Good. Keep it going. 8, 7. I'm just doing a little shift of the hips right and left. It's occupying my mind. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1. Beautiful. Bring those arms down. Pull them right into the rib cage. Other heel lifts up. We reach and pull the arms. Nice. 8, 7. You're doing great. Last 4. Last 2. Arms stay front. Bicep curl. In, out. Keep those elbows right at shoulder height. 4. Good. 3, 2. Fingertips point up to the ceiling. Little lifts. Up, up. Woo! Those shoulders. Nice job. 8, 7, 6. We open, close the arms in 4, 3. Add the heel, lift and lower. Open, close. We're almost there. It builds, right? For 4, 3, 2. Both heels down, fingertips touch. Squeeze those elbows in. Woo! Get a little deeper in those legs. Let's fire up that chest. 8, 7, 6, 4. Pull those elbows as close as you can together. Press the hands up, up, up. Press your fist further away from your face. Nice. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna hit the triceps in a little while. For now, we're gonna put those weights down to the side. I'm gonna grab my ankle weights and place them on. Again, if you don't have ankle weights, that is just no problem. You can do this whole workout without the weights. When we come down to the floor, you could add a handheld weight instead. Stand back up when you're ready. Take your heels into Pilates V. Lift the heels up and glue them together. We start here, down and up. Nice and simple. Good. Shoulders are over those hips. Settle in here. Heels are nice and high. Good. 8, 7. Now check in with your posture. Your ears are right over your shoulders. Your shoulders are right over your hips. Your tailbone is pointing straight down to the ground, and those heels are squeezing in actively towards one another. Let's do 8. Good. 7. That's it. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Stay low and little pulse, pulse, pulse. Now do me a favor. Squeeze those heels together a little deeper. And then lift them forward and up, and then press the thigh bones back. So we work the outer hips a little more, the inner thighs a little more. Hold here, keep it going. Nice. 8, 7, 6. This outside foot is gonna start to move in 4, 3, last 2. Hold low on 1, outside foot. We step it front, 2, 3, 4, step together, 2, 3, 4, step back, step together. That inside foot is staying static. Here we go again. We go 4, 3, 2, 1, together, 4. Match those heels, and back, 4, 3, 2, and together, 4, 3, one more set to go, forward. Nice, together. Back. We're gonna drop this to singles. Hold here for 4, 3, single it out. We go front, front, together, back, together. Can you work lower towards the floor in your transitions? 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, heels together. Drop your inside heel down to the floor. Take your outside foot forward. You're still in external rotation. Draw the navel up and in, shoulders down and back. We lift this leg up and down. Soft bend in that knee. Good. Activating that inner thigh. Stand tall. Option to float the other heel up off the ground or keep it grounded. Nice. 8, 7. Really work for the height of that leg. Last 4. We hold it at the top in 3, 2, 1. Little flick kick. I'm still in external rotation. I'm just reaching my toes forward. Yes. Good. 8, 7, 6. We're gonna hold that knee slightly bent in 4, 3, 2. Now listen, press the leg across the body. Across, slow and steady. Think inner thigh. Ooh. Soft bend in that standing leg as well. One more exercise to come. You've got 4 more here. I've got to shake it out for a second. In 3, 2, combine the lift and the cross. Lift, go across. Lift, across. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, and 1. Can you lift it higher and hold? Externally rotate a little more. Hold for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it off. All that on the other side. If you'd like, you can move your chair around to the other side. I'm gonna stay here. Back with your heels together. Good. Bend the knees, down and up. Check in with your form. Ears are over shoulders, shoulders are over those hips, tailbone straight to the floor, heels are squeezing. Nice. 8. This is like active recovery, right? A little less intense than our previous exercise. So take this time to recover. Nice, last 2. Last 1, little pulse, low. Press those thigh bones back a little more. Dig your feet into the floor, lift the heels up and forward. Good, 8, 7. Inside leg now if you're coming with me. Opposite leg from what we did before. Step it forward. 4, 3, 2, and together. And back. And together. Find those heels every time, a few more rounds. Good. One more set of 4s. We're gonna end with those heels together for just a moment, and then we're gonna take it to singles. 4, 3, 2, here we go. Forward, together, back, together. Work low, especially in this last set. 8, 7, woo! 4, 3, 2, heels together. This time your other heel is dropping into the floor. You're gonna bring your inside leg forward and externally rotate it. Bend your standing leg, brace through your core. When you're ready, lift and lower. Good. Standing core work as well. Use that belly to lift you. Good. Nice. 4, 3, 2. We hold it up, little flit kick. Extend those toes forward. Make sure you've got that knee pointing to the outside of the room. That's it. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Bend the knee. Beautiful job. Press it across. Across. Option to float that other heel up off the floor. 8, 7, hang on to it guys. 6, last 4. We're gonna combine the lift and the cross. Last exercise. Up, over, up, over. You gotta laugh when it gets tough. You've got 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold. 8, 7, fight for it. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right, we're gonna stay side facing to our chair to work the outer hip. So I'm taking a little step out. I'm gonna turn my inside foot in towards the steady surface. I'm gonna come down to my forearm. Depending on the height of your chair, you may be on your hand. Outside leg lifts up, long leg, down and up. Big range of motion here. All the way down, all the way left. Check out your form. Your body is in one nice long line. Imagine you're in between 2 narrow panes of glass. Your hips are open in the front and your leg is reaching long. Lower and lift. That's it, just 4. Standing knee is soft. Last 2. Last 1, hold the leg up, flex the foot, bend the knee, kick the leg out. Bend the knee, kick the leg out. Your goal is to keep that leg as high as you can on the push of the foot. 4 more at this pace, then we're gonna pick it up a little bit. 3. Last 2. Last time. Picking up that pace. If you want to, come with me. Here we go. push, bend, push. Now I'm not making my movement as big because the beat is quick. So it's like a half bend and a big push. One more exercise to come on this side. You've got 8 here. And 7. Fight for the height of that leg. Last 4. Belly in. Last 2. Hold the leg out, lift it up. Keep the heel flexed. This is it. Woo! 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Take that outside leg across the body. Take a big stretch up and over, pushing your hips to the side of the room. Nice. Now we're going to take a quarter turn towards our chair. So the same leg was just lifting is going to lift again, but we'll focus on the glutes instead of the outer hips. Turn towards your chair. Bend both knees, light hands on your surface. Feet are sit bone distance apart. That same leg goes back. We just lift and lower it. Nice and long. Pull the belly in. Reach long through those toes and square the hips off to the floor. Nice job. You've got 8. Four more from here. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that leg out. Flex the foot. Bend and straighten that back leg. I'm looking to make sure that my thigh bone is staying completely still as I bend and extend, so that the back of my hamstring really has to work to keep the thigh still in space. Nice. You've got 8, 7. Soft bend in that standing leg still. Last 4. Hold the knee bend. Little upward kick. Push. Heel kick. Heel kick. You're squeezing the glamstring. That space in between the glutes and the hamstring. You got it. 4, 3. Let's combine those 2. Extend, bend, double push. Keep it up. 4. Can you get that thigh bone higher behind you? Last 2. Last time. Up. Extend, bend, release. Very nice job. Now I'm going to move my chair around just so I can face you during our other side hip. Take your time. Set yourself up a good distance from your steady surface. Forearm down or hand. Inside foot is facing in on a little angle. Bend that standing knee. Other leg. Reach it out long. Big range of motion to start. Woo, here we go again. You've got this. Keep it up. Exhale, lift. Nice. Stay in the work. 8 more. 8, 7. Really lift it. 3, 2. Hold the leg up, flex the foot. We bend, bend, kick. Start nice and slow. Just work on your form. Really grab that knee, pull it into you. When the knee comes in, engage your core. And then really push out through the heel and keep that leg high. Good. In, out, in, out. 2 more at this pace, and then we're going to pick it up and make the range of motion a little smaller. Last time. Here we go. Woo. In, push, in, push. That's it. I've been teaching barre for at least 12 years, and it never seems to get easier. So if you're struggling, know that I am struggling with you. I'm pushing through, but if you need to take a break, honor your body and take that break. Sometimes you might just need 5 or 10 seconds to recover. Good. 4, 3, 2, hold that foot flex, little lifts. This is it on this side. Pull the navel into the spine. Last 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. We get that stretch. Cross it over. Hips out, arm over. Deep exhale, let it go. Nice. Turn towards your steady surface, hands lightly on. Feet become sit bone distance apart. Hinge over the hips. That same leg that was working is going back behind you. Good. When you're ready, long lift, long lower. Square off the pelvis to the floor. Imagine you're lifting through the back inner thigh. That'll help keep your hips nice and square. You've got 8, 7, last 4. Hold the leg up, flex and bend the foot. Good. Foot is flexed, thigh bone is steady in space, you're just bending and stretching. Nice job. 8, 7. Can you get that thigh higher? Really activate the back of your leg. You've got 4. You've got 3, 2. Hold the heel up, little push. Again, we're working that space in between the glute and the thigh. I like to call it the glam string. I've also heard it called the thas. If you have any other names for that part of your body, please let me know in the comments below. You've got 8, 7, 6. Last 4, guys. We're going to combine those two in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Extend, bend, upward press. Extend, bend, upward press. I'm going to make that upward press into a double. Check in with your standing leg. Make sure it's still bent. Last 2 sets. Last time. Oh, very nice. Give it a little shake. We are going to come down to the floor now. You don't need your chair any longer. I'm just going to move it off to the side so it's out of our way. And then we are going to come down onto our outer hip. At this point, if you do not have the ankle weight, you could grab one weight and place it on your thigh during this next set, or place it behind your knee when our top leg is bent. Those are your options. Come down onto your forearm here. Press your shoulder away from your ear, extend your top leg long. We're just gonna lift it and lower it. We will not be here very long, so really think about lifting those low obliques up so your belly is active. Keep the top hip right on top of the bottom hip and stretch those toes. Good. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold the leg hip height. Turn the toe down. Turn the heel down. Turn the toe. Turn the heel. It's just deep rotation inside that hip socket. This is great for hip health. It's also great for hip strength. You've got 8, 7, for 4, last 2, last 1. Bend the knees, bring the knees together, bring the heels lifted up off the floor, and then when you're ready, open and close that top knee. Again, if you don't have those ankle weights on, you could place the weight right behind that top knee. 8, 7, last 4, Last one, little pulses back. 8, 7, 4, 2, last one. Lower that knee down. Turn over onto your knees and your forearms. The same leg that was just working. We flex the foot. We kick up. Up. Hips are square to the floor. Nice. Knee to knee and lift. Knee to knee and lift. 4, 3. Hold the thigh bone nice and steady in space. Extend and bend the leg. This is very similar to what we did standing, right? So the thigh is still. I don't usually fall for someone. That's it. 4, 3, 2. Hold the leg extended. Tap the toes, lift the heel, bend the knee, straighten the leg. Tap, lift, bend. Nice, keep it going. 4, 3, 2. Last time. Straighten the leg, little baby lifts here. From the glute. 1 inch, 1 inch. Keep pushing out through that heel. Last 8 sets. 8, 7. Last 4. Last 2. And last time. Oh, bend those knees. Take your toes together. Sit your hips back. Rock them side to side. Maybe take your hands over to one side, sit the hips to the other. Big stretch. Other side. Nice. All right, set up for side hips on the other side. Rotate around, come down to the forearm. Now, if being up on the forearm is just not feeling good for you, you can come all the way down onto the upper arm as well. It's a great option. Bend your bottom knee, extend your top leg, square the hips, one hip on top of the other, long leg lift. Lift and lower, guys. You've got 8, 7, 6. Good. Last one. Hold that leg hip height. Heel lifts, toe lifts. Deep internal and external rotation at that hip joint. Focus. Nice. 8, 7. Slow and steady work. Last 4. Last 2. Last time. Bend and kick. Good. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Bend. Knees down. Lift those heels up. Hips are stacked. We open and close that top knee. Good. Top hand can be down on the floor like I have it. You can have it on the hip or behind the head. All good options. Last 4. Let's hold that knee open and pulse it. Nice. Eight, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a little second. Beautiful. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but we'll see. You can let me know in the comments if I am. Turn over onto your forearms and your knees. Make sure you have room back behind you. Extend that same leg. Lift and lower it. Up, down. Hips are square. Long leg. Nice job, guys. 8, 7, 6. Let's hold the leg up and flex the foot. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Keeping that thigh still in space. Actively squeeze the glute. Nice. 8, 7. Last 2. Hold that leg bent. When you're ready, press, lower, press, lower. Press up through that heel. Eight, 7. Last 2. Hold the thigh bone high. Straighten and bend. Straighten, bend, push. Straighten, bend, push. Four more sets. And 3. You've got this. Relax your hands. I just realized I was death gripping. Last time. Straighten the leg out. Last exercise. Little lift. Keep that foot flexed. Up, up. Burn it out. 8 more. 7 more. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, bend those knees, toes together, knees apart. Sit it back. Take a stretch. Good. So let's give those outer hips and glutes a break. We're going to work our inner thighs a little bit. So you're coming down on your upper arm this time, all the way down. Your top leg is going to come forward. I'm going to grab my leg with my hand just so it stays steady in space. Bottom leg is extended. Point through the toe to start, and we're just going to lift and lower that leg. Up and down. Working as big of a range of motion as you can on that inner thigh. Exhale, lift. Lift. Nice. 8, 7. Pull the leg up, flex the foot, bend the knee. Bend, kick. It's like a little hamstring curl. My thigh bone is staying kind of where it is in space. I'm just bringing that heel closer to my glute and then extending it. We're not going to be here too long. 8. Good. 7. Try to keep that thigh bone nice and high off the floor. 4. Last 2. Let's combine the 2, but keep the foot flexed. Lift, bend, stretch. Lift, bend, stretch. Four more. 3. I might look calm on the outside, but on the inside, my inner thigh is just screaming. Last time. Straighten the leg, double time lifts. This is it on this side. Up, up. Keep the foot flexed. Up, up. 8, 7, 6. We can do this. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoo! Sit it all the way up. Take a moment. Bring the soles of your feet together. Carefully let those knees widen to the sides, letting that inner thigh relax a little bit. All right, when you're ready, we're gonna roll it over. Come all the way down onto your upper arm. Take your top leg up and over your bottom leg. I'm gonna grab onto my ankle. Bottom leg is extended. Let's start with a pointed toe. Lift, lift. Settle in. Make any adjustments you need so that you feel comfortable for this set. Four more here. Hold the thigh bone high. Flex the foot, bend and straighten the leg. Here we go. Little hamstring curl. Try to keep your thighs steady in space.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong.
Yes. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift, bend, lift, bend. Woo, keep it going. Nice high lift. Four and 3. Good, last 2. Last time. Lift, bend, straighten, little lifts, flex that foot. 8, 7. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Sit all the way up. Take the soles of your feet together. Take a little stretch. Maybe lean it forward a little bit. All right, we're gonna lay down to work the core for a moment. So turn those legs side. Roll all the way down onto your back. Option to grab your weights in your hands. You bring those hands right up above the chest, weights together, knees in tabletop. If you prefer, you could have your hands down on the mat by your sides. From here, we're gonna do some toe taps front, reaching those toes down and forward, keeping the back nice and steady in space. Option to flip the weights behind the head to increase that resistance a little bit. Nice. 8, 7, 6. Last 2 and 1. Bring both knees into tabletop. Flex the feet. Press out, out. Again, the weights can be right over the chest. Your arms could be down by your sides. Or the weights could be behind. Eight, 7. Last 3, 2. Last 1. Let's bring our right foot down to the floor. Extend our left leg long. Bring those weights right over the chest. When you're ready, we reach up and tap the thigh and reach down and back. Reach up and tap the thigh, reach down and back. If you'd like to add on, lower the leg and lift the leg. Up, down, up, down. Exhale, inhale. Last 2 here. Last time. Stay lifted and rotate center and over. Just the torso is rotating towards that extended leg. 8, 7. Opposite ribs coming down to that hip. Last 3, 2. Last 1, stayed rotation, little pulse forward. Always the option to bend that knee. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. Bring your weights right up above those shoulders. Bring your knees back into tabletop. Let's start back again with those toe taps. Keep the back of the ribs heavy on that mat. Option to bring the arms back. 8, 7, round 2 of 2, 4, 3, 2, knees in table, stretch one leg and then the other leg forward on a diagonal. I want you to continuously try to connect the front ribs down to the hips to engage those upper abdominal fibers. Nice, let's do 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower your other foot down. We reach and lower. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lower. Option to add that leg lower as the arms come back. Last 4, 3, last one. Stay lifted. Here's that rotation. Rotate, center. Rotate, center. Pelvis is nice and still in space. Equal weight through both of the back sides of the hips. Always option to bend that knee. 4 more here. Last 2. Let's hold it over and pulse it forward. I used to bounce on knees, fresh from the oven, chubby and carefree. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head, lower the arms. Lift the feet to the floor. Last exercise. Bring the soles of the feet together, knees wide. Lower and lift the legs. Keep the low back nice and close to the floor. And you choose your range of motion. So super small or a little bit bigger, as long as the spine stays safe. I saw the eyes of the maker, heard a rushing sound. Caught up in the wheel, going round and round. Spun like gold from the shining ground. I got my feet on a cloud and I won't come. Nice, let's do 4. And 3. Last time. And lift. Beautiful. Bend those knees into the chest. Rock a little side to side over the low back. That's it. Extend your left leg forward. Hug your right knee deeply into the chest. Take that knee across the body. Big rotation. Releasing through the spine. Come center, switch it out. Cross that leg over the body. Come back center, bend your other knee, take your leg up to the sky, hamstring stretch. Try to keep your tailbone heavy on that mat. Switch it out to the other side. Good, really take your time to stretch here. Cross one ankle over the other thigh. Let's open up those hips. At this point, if you wanted to take those ankle weights off, please feel free if it would be more comfortable for you. Switch it out to the other side. Ooh. Nice, those outer hips, those glutes, those hamstrings, the core, the arms, everything got a good workout today. I hope you enjoyed that workout. When you're ready, uncross the ankles, roll over onto one side, prop yourselves up. Let's take the feet wide onto the mat, toes pointed up to the ceiling, and just fold forward. Nice inner thigh stretch. They did work hard today. Beautiful. Walk your hands down to one leg. Walk your arms down to the other side. Come back center. Find a nice comfortable seat. When you're ready, inhale those arms up overhead. Exhale those elbows nice and wide. Lift through the chest. One more time, inhale it up. Exhale the elbows wide. And bring your hands to heart center. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I truly do appreciate it. Make sure you leave me a comment or question down below. Let me know what you thought. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And I appreciate you. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.